Hey, Zoe, why the hell did you reply that you're not coming?
Huh? What do you mean? Oh, you're talking about the wedding invite you sent to my mom and dad's house, huh? Obviously, I was never gonna show up to that. Why would I go to my ex-husband's wedding? Have you ever heard of anyone doing that? Especially when we parted ways on such acrimonious terms. It was hardly an amicable divorce, Ricardo. Or did you totally forget about how you cheated on me with a 27-year-old 3 months into being married? Sure, she may not be the unlucky girl who ended up being the bride at your upcoming wedding, but that doesn't change the fact that you betrayed me. So please, tell me why I'd have any reason to show up at your wedding. I'm genuinely curious.
Jeez, look at you, reminiscing over the past like a love-struck teenager. I knew it. You do still have feelings for me. But you do know it's been over 5 years since we got divorced, right? It's time to let go, Zoe. You're obsessed.
I'm really not. Since when did people invite their ex-wives or girlfriends to their weddings? I've literally never heard of this happening. Besides, can't you see how disrespectful this is to your new wife? How do you think me being there would make her feel?
The reason I so kindly went out of my way to invite you is because I have a forgiving temperament and a big heart.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Do you have any more jokes, or are we done here?
Huh? Hey, I wasn't kidding, I'm serious. Oh, I see how it is. You're jealous of my new girlfriend, aren't you? I knew it. Guess I can't blame you. Anyone would be.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's right. My new bride. She's 19 years old.
Wait, what? Your girlfriend is 19 years old? Holy crap, wait a second. Ricardo, me and you are the same age, which makes you 45 years old. Do you have dirt on her or something?
Hey, watch your mouth. Mine and Helena's love is pure, I tell ya. Pure.
I see. All right. I guess that was rude.
It can't be helped that you're surprised. I should have seen this coming. After me and you got a divorce, I went on an epic search for the woman of my dreams. And the result of that was meeting Helena.
So you ended up dating a 19-year-old.
Everyone knows that when it comes to marriage, the younger girls are the best. I know I made the right decision to divorce you. Who needs a dried up old hag in her 40s? I hate to have to tell you this, Zoe, but you hit the ball a long time ago.
Wow, Ricardo. I see you're just as charming as ever.
I'll bet you're single, aren't you? Oh, go on, it's fine. I won't bully you, if you admit it. I swear.
I wonder.
What's the matter, babe? Cat got your tongue?
I have no reason to reveal private information to you, so I'm gonna go with no comment on that one.
Now, whatever. Listen up. If you want me to be happy, which I know you do because you still have feelings for me, then you better show up at the wedding. Guest list is rocking some big names. It's talk of the town. I'll be there or be square. I even went out of my way to prepare you a seat, so you better not let me down.
Like hell I'm going. Forget about it, Ricardo. I won't be there.
Well, would you look at that? Oh, look at what the cat dragged in. I see you ended up coming after all that bluster about not showing up to my wedding. To be honest, I knew you'd end up showing. That's why I had you a seat arranged. I'm sure it's the last one by the exit at the back of the room, but a seat's a seat. Anyway, there was supposed to be one more couple getting married here today. Who do you think they are? You'll never believe what I heard. Apparently, the bride is a former pop star who retired 6 months ago. Press are all lined up outside waiting for her to show. Rumour has it she's getting married today. Could you believe what a coincidence this is? Who would have thought it? A famous pop star getting married on the same day as me. And Helena. This means we'll always have the same anniversary too. I'm so excited. You know, what an amazing, unexpected development this was. Oh, sorry. Did I make you feel even more pathetic than before? I guess it can't be helped when you're a dried up old hag, mid-40s. No guy in his right mind would go near with a 10-foot barge pole. Anyways, gotta go. Catch you later, loser. Hey, old hag. Wedding ceremony's about to start. Where are you? Hurry up or you'll be late. Did the stuff I said earlier finally make you realise how pathetic and tragic your life is? No, it's okay. Look, fear not, for there is hope. Seeing me and my beautiful 19-year-old wife get married might cheer you up. Maybe seeing her radiant good looks will remind you of the beauty you once had. Put a smile on your face for a short while, till you remember how pathetic you are again. Besides, I already arranged your seats. You have to show up now. How about thinking of this as an opportunity to face up to the miserable reality of the pitiable mess you call a life? Whatever. I don't care how you talk yourself into it. The bottom line is that you need to get your ass inside this wedding hall. Now! Quit screwing me around, bitch. This ain't no joke. Hand Eleanor back over to me, now.
Geez, Ricardo, would you shut up already? You've been bugging me with these messages all morning. Cut it out.
Shut up and tell me what you did with Helena. Where is she? Confess, now.
Huh? Confess? What are you talking about? Why would I know where Helena went?
You came to the wedding because you still have feelings for me, right? I had no idea you were plotting to do something awful to Helena the whole time. If I'd have known you'd do this, I would have never invited you to begin with.
Like I just said, I don't have a clue where she is.
Why'd you come to the wedding then?
You answered your own question in one of your earlier messages. There's another wedding here today, right? I'm here for that.
What? You mean the pop star's wedding?
Yep.
Why? How?
I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any. Allow me to introduce my husband and daughter.
Wait, what?
There's no way I'm going to let you meet them in person. But my husband's daughter from his last marriage is the pop star you were getting all excited over earlier. She's getting married today.
What the hell? What, you got married?
Yep, I got married. To a guy I met at work. We've been together for 3.5 years now. Today, I'm in the blessed position of being able to attend the wedding as his lovely daughter's mother-in-law.
Hang on a sec. Wasn't that pop star's dad the CEO of a major global company? If my memory serves me right, they're the biggest ice cream manufacturer in the world. Is it true?
Yep, that's my husband.
Holy heck. What crap's going on here? Not only did you manage to bag yourself one of the richest blokes in America, but you're here today, same venue as my wedding, to watch his daughter get married. You set this all up intentionally, get back at me.
Please, don't flatter yourself, Ricardo. I wouldn't waste my time on something so meaningless. It's just a coincidence, nothing more. You think you're surprised? My jaw almost hit the floor when I realized you were getting married here today. I made sure to fill my husband, as well as the bride and groom in on the circumstances, just in case. But if you're going to spam me with stupid messages like this, I have no choice but to turn my phone off.
Wait a sec, we're not done yet. You telling me you had absolutely nothing to do with Helena disappearing from the wedding hall?
How could it possibly have anything to do with me? I don't even know what she looks like.
I don't know. Maybe you investigated her beforehand.
You must think I have a lot of free time on my hands. Besides, if you have enough free time on your hands to be bombarding me with these asinine messages, maybe you should focus your efforts to find your darling somewhere that makes more sense.
Oh, God damn it. God freaking damn. How can a worn-out old hag like you be married to a high-spec CEO while all of this awful crap is happening to me?
Good evening, Ricardo. I just had to message you when I found out. You see, I happened to run into an old friend outside the wedding hall yesterday, and she told me something very interesting about you and Helena. Apparently, you paid her parents a huge amount of money for their daughter's hand in marriage, while completely ignoring the fact she had zero interest in marrying you. She even had a boyfriend who she's been dating since middle school.
Well,
pure love. Don't make me laugh. You forced that poor girl into an arranged marriage.
her boyfriend's old news. I made her break up with him ages ago. That pipsqueak could never hope to compete with me. He's barely out of diapers.
He's the same age as your would-be wife, you sicko. When I found out, the penny dropped right away. Shouldn't it be obvious why Helena disappeared? Surely she ran away somewhere with her old boyfriend. To think she even left behind all the money for the cost of the wedding. She seems like a nice, respectable girl. She sure dodged a bullet in escaping from you.
No, Eleanor was supposed to be my wife.
Do you not see how forcing a 19-year-old girl to marry you while completely ignoring her feelings on the matter is wrong?
What the hell do you know about me? You're nothing but a stranger now.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Back when me and you tied the knot, why would you marry me in the first place if you thought it would be better to marry someone younger? If you weren't interested in me, then why didn't you just say so from the get-go and save us both so much unnecessary trouble? I sure as heck wouldn't have married you if I had any idea what a shameless, low-life scumbag you were.
'Cause I started to want kids.
What?
But when I realised that's what I wanted, you're already 40 years old. You hit the wall, though. As a guy, I was still old enough to have kids. But by that age, you'd already hit the wall. And having kids would have been difficult, to say the least. Besides, even if we did manage to conceive, there would have probably been all kinds of birth defects. That's what...
I have a son, Ricardo.
What?
My husband's a dad, of course. He's almost 2 years old. It's true, giving birth after 40 isn't as easy as when you're young, and we did go through our fair share of difficulties during the pregnancy and after the birth. But thanks to the support of our friends and families, not to mention the amazing work of the doctors and nurses, I became a mother.
Quit your lying. I didn't see a baby with you yesterday. Why wouldn't you bring him to the wedding?
He was with his grandparents, who are constantly spoiling him rotten. They were sat near the front row.
What?
For some reason, he wouldn't settle down when we tried sitting him with me, so we had to leave him with my parents for most of the ceremony. That's all. He was there the whole time.
You've got to be kidding me. Why is this happening? Things weren't supposed to be this way. Why are the good things only happening to you? It's not fair. I lost my beautiful wife. I was supposed to be spending yesterday evening consummating the marital bonds by deflowering my lovely Virgin Eleanor. This morning was supposed to be our first morning together as a man and a wife. I was supposed to wake up to the semi-embarrassed smile of my pure, innocent 19-year-old wife as she used my arm as a pillow. We whispered sweet nothings into each other's ears.
Ricardo, if you don't stop this right now, I'm going to throw up. You're so creepy and disgusting, it's unreal.
What?
I hate to have to tell you this, but you're not the hotshot stud muffin you seem to think you are.
How do you mean? I'm the biggest catch there ever was. Almost married a 19-year-old. How many guys my age are capable of pulling something like that off?
Almost being the key word. In reality, she hated you so much she abandoned you at the altar. You're not the spring chicken you once were, you know. If you don't start taking a more objective look at yourself real soon, you're in for a world of hurt.
Objective?
You're nothing but a sad old man with a case of narcissistic personality disorder so severe, it only rivaled your rapidly receding hairline. It's about time you had a long, hard think about your life. If you lack the self-reflective capacity to do so, I suggest you get used to being alone.
What the hell? What does that mean?
I have nothing more to say to you.
No, wait a sec.
We're done here.
Hey, so get ready to celebrate. I've decided to give you another shot at being my girlfriend. If you're still capable of having kids, then there's nothing stopping us from giving it another shot. However, I'm only willing to take you back on one condition. You have to leave the brat you already popped out with your current husband, who you'll be divorcing, like hell I'm raising another man's spawn. Once that's all been dealt with, you're going to provide me with children of my own. I want at least 2 sons. If we just had one, you'd get lonely. I've decided young girls are too selfish to be considered as serious wife candidates. You're close to my age, still capable of birthing children, so having kids with you makes a lot more sense. I'm so pleased I realised when I did. Hey, pick up the damn phone. Why are you ignoring me? I'm giving you a chance to get back with me here. This is what you've been waiting for these last 5 years, right? This is your opportunity. I'm willing to let you give birth to my kids here, you dummy. Surely you wouldn't squander your golden opportunity? I'll change my mind if you're not careful. Please, I'm begging you. I don't have any money at all. I gave my entire last savings over to Helena's parents in exchange for her hand in marriage. So, please, can't we give things one last try? I need someone to provide for me financially for a little while I get back on my feet.
Can you believe Ricardo was seriously asking me, a 46-year-old woman, to give birth to 2 more children? Even if it was possible, the answer was obviously always going to be no. My main focus in life now is being a stay-at-home housewife to my husband and raising our beautiful baby boy. I couldn't be bothered to deal with my ex-husband, so I asked a mutual friend to send him a sternly worded warning. With that, he finally left me alone. Apparently, he desperately begged Helena's parents to give him the money he paid for their daughter back, given that she ended up pulling a vanishing act on him. Unfortunately for him, they totally ignored his frantic pleas. Word of his hilariously tragic fate somehow got out at his workplace, and with that, he became the butt of every joke and the favorite topic of every gossip monger in the building. Unable to bear the embarrassment, he resigned, worsening his already dire financial situation. A few days later, Helena's parents suddenly disappeared, vanishing into the aether along with their daughter. Ricardo may have actually had the grounds to take them to court if he'd had the means to do so, of course, after hiring a private investigator to track them down. Sadly for him, he was struggling enough just putting food on the table day to day, so a manhunt and a lengthy legal battle were the last things on his mind. Apparently, all of Helena's family and friends were aware of her impending elopement before the wedding, and she had the full support of those around her. Word has it that only a handful of people know where she actually went. But when I heard she's currently living happily in an undisclosed location with her boyfriend, I breathed a sigh of relief.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey Pam, I was wondering about your answer, to my marriage proposal. What do you say?
That again, huh?
Yeah, sorry if I'm being overly persistent, but it's been 5 months since I proposed and it's really bugging me. If you have a reason for turning me down, I want you to be honest and tell me.
Well, not sure how to say this, but I still want to make sure, I guess.
Make sure? Huh? Make sure about what?
Yeah, I want to make sure Matt, if you're really good for me.
But now? Do you want me to make sure now? I mean, we've been going out for 4 years now. Are you still not sure? Also, when Carl suggested we live together first, you were a bit wishy-washy about that too. I really would appreciate some kind of reaction from you. You keep giving me the runaround.
Reaction, huh? Yeah, okay. You brought up my brother's name, so this may just be the opportune time.
Opportune?
Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you then. About your annual income, it's way lower than Carl's, right?
Huh?
Come on, it's lower, right?
Yeah, well, I guess. I never really talked about it, but yeah, I guess his income is higher. He works at a foreign firm and his sales record is way up there at the top, right? Besides, he's like 10 years older than either of us. I've only been working for 3 years, so he's way ahead of me. I mean, it's obvious he would be making more.
Yeah, I guess you're right. My brother, boy, he is really awesome, isn't he?
Huh? Hey, Pam, aren't we getting a little sidetracked here?
Sidetracked? What do you mean?
I mean, Carl's annual income has nothing to do with my marriage proposal to you.
Well, actually, it's got everything to do with it.
Really? Why?
So, that's that, so I'm sorry.
Huh?
Your marriage proposal, I'm gonna pass on it. I'm really sorry.
But why? At least give me a reason!
Well, I have to marry someone that will surpass my brother. I hope you understand.
Huh? Are you serious? That's a little insulting, don't you think? I agree that Carl is a great guy and all that, and I really do respect him, but he's been working for 10 years and I've only been working 3 years, straight out of college. How could you compare the two? Comparing the two of us just doesn't make sense.
But the fact is that my brother Carl is way more awesome than you. You should be grateful. I gave you 3 years since joining the company to make something of yourself. Matt, I really thought you were the one. I was sure you would be able to surpass my brother Carl. But I'm sorry to say that the 3-year wait was just a waste of time. So sorry. I hope you understand.
Are you being serious?
I am, and since the whole thing is off, we no longer have to meet. See ya.
Huh? Wait!
I'm gonna block you. Nice talking to you. Bye-bye. Hey, Matt, I heard. Are you okay?
Hey sis, what's up?
I heard it all from Carl. Didn't really know how I should contact you. Hey, cheer up, little brother.
Sorry to worry you.
And Carl, he feels really bad about the whole thing. It seems Pam has had an almost abnormal love for her older brother since they were kids. He was actually taken aback by the demands. Comparing you to Carl, he's really disheartened about the whole thing. Thinks it's all his fault.
Yeah, I get it. After all, it was Carl who introduced me to Pam 3 years ago. But please tell him it's not his fault. He had nothing to do with it. Tell him not to feel bad about the whole thing.
Okay, not a problem. I'll tell him. Are you... Matt, you really going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't worry. My buddy took me out drinking the other day and got an earful of all of my grievances. I'm sure he had a good time. My heart was a bit wounded, but I'm starting to feel better. I'll get over it.
Well, that makes me feel way better.
Hey sis, can I blow off steam with you on occasion?
What? For sure. Blow up all the steam you want. That's why I sent you the line message. Steam away.
Thanks, sis. Really appreciate it. Really. Always so manly.
Hey, excuse me, but I'm a woman.
Maybe I should call you Master Yoda. Huh?
Huh? Am I so shriveled up and windy? Well, if you can make jokes like that, you're gonna be just fine, little brother.
I'm glad I talked to you, sis. I feel way better already.
So, I also hear you're coming home at the end of the month.
Yeah, figured I could talk with Dad. He would be able to get me back on track again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I guess I'll head home then too. Let's all sit down and have a few drinks. It'll be fun for a change.
Yeah, that sounds great. Cheers!
Hey Matt, it's been a while. There was something I wanted to ask you. Do you have a bit of time?
Yeah, what's up? It's been ages. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, my brother, Carl, he's getting married.
Yeah, I know.
So you also must know who his wife-to-be will be, Michelle, right?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? Michelle is my sister.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So I take it you had no idea.
No, I didn't.
When Carl introduced me to you, he said I was his girlfriend's younger brother.
Yeah, I guess I forgot all about that. I got it all wrong. I thought he said you were someone's brother from work.
Yeah, well, my sister works at the same office as Carl. There's no doubt about that. But it really doesn't matter. It's all in the past. So, what is it you want? Alrighty, if that's all, see ya.
Please, wait.
Huh? What now?
Matt, I made up my mind. I decided to accept your proposal.
Huh?
I think we're perfect for each other.
But you rejected my proposal a long time ago. And I thought you didn't want a guy whose annual income was less than Carl's.
Please, forget all that. I gave it a lot of thought, and I came to the conclusion that you were the best for me. If you're still angry that I rejected you, please give me another chance. Matt, would you marry me?
Sorry, gonna pass.
Huh?
Our relationship ended when you rejected my proposal years ago.
Yeah, well, I just rejected the proposal. I didn't intend to end our romantic relationship.
You said the whole thing was off and that we no longer had to see each other. Then you blocked me. Yeah, real romantic. Okay then. I'm gonna block you. Nice talking to you. Bye-bye. Remember that?
Huh? Yeah, kinda.
That's what you said the last time we talked. It was clear at that moment that you never intended to see me ever again. And you insist that our so-called romantic relationship hasn't ended? Please, give me a break. If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
It's not a joke. How could you say that? I really care for you, Matt. That's why I contacted you. I'm being serious, really.
Huh? I see. So what are you so serious about, can I ask?
Like I said, I'm serious about getting married.
I don't think that's it.
Why won't you believe me?
Okay, listen up. You know perfectly well that I'm Carl's fiance's brother. On top of that, Carl and I are really close friends now. With all that said, you really think I didn't hear?
Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hear what?
I'm talking about when Carl and Michelle started living together in preparation for getting married. It was right about that time you started harassing my sister. Right?
Huh? I don't know anything about that.
You snuck behind their backs and made yourself an extra key, and then snuck around the neighborhood where they lived, and when Carl wasn't around, you started giving Michelle a hard time, pestering her constantly. What's more, you used that extra key and snuck into their house, rummaging through her stuff, using it without her permission? But I know my sister. She can handle herself just fine. She talked to Carl about that whole thing. As a result, they decided to move. And so, now you're not able to get in contact with them. Did I leave out anything?
No, that's not right. I was only...
What's not right?
I don't want to criticize your sister, but she's got everything all mixed up is all.
Mixed up? Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Totally delusional. I didn't do anything of the sort. What do I have to be shunned when I didn't do anything? Matt, you're really close with them, right? Could you please tell me where they moved to? You tell me and I'll marry you.
Okay, let me get this straight. I tell you where they moved, and as a consolation prize, I get to marry you. Is that right?
That's right. Pretty good deal, huh?
Not exactly.
Come on, Matt. Stop beating around the bush. I know you want it.
Like I said, I'm gonna pass.
Well, that was before you knew that your sister was delusional. Now that you know it was all a mix-up by your sister, no problem.
It's no mix-up. It's fact.
I'm starting to sound like a broken record. I said I didn't do anything.
Let's get one thing straight. Their actions were based on sound evidence. They made sure of that.
Evidence?
They installed numerous security cameras in the house, and Michelle always carried around a tiny IC recorder. So with that, they collected all the footage of you in the house and your nasty comments to my sister. They also listed all the items that were stolen. Michelle took all this evidence and showed it to Carl, and they made the decision to move, without informing you.
But then that means...
Once my sister sets her mind to it, she will not stop until she's 100% satisfied. I'm sorry to say, you are not in the same league as her. I suggest you back off for your own good.
But you can't. If my brother sees all the stuff I did, he'll hate me forever.
Oh, so you admit you did all that stuff?
But I couldn't just let it go. I never expected my brother to get married.
What are you talking about?
I mean, my brother is going to be taken away from me. Obviously, I would try to stop it and take him back. And you too, Matt. You're just keeping up appearances, aren't you? I bet you're jealous as hell that your sister's being taken away from you.
No, not really.
No way! How could you not feel resentful?
Resentful? No, not at all.
Come on, you're lying. Hey, I'm in the same predicament as you. I understand your feelings. We're like two peas in a pod. So, we get married, you tell me where my brother is, everyone's happy.
I keep trying to tell you. Yeah, I am really fond of my sister. In fact, I love her dearly. But, unlike your abnormal brotherly love, or obsession, I should say, I don't go screwing things up for them.
Huh?
Besides, it's been quite a long time since they've been seeing each other. It was like 2 years ago that Carl proposed to my sister.
Huh? That long ago?
They were both pretty busy and couldn't get enough time to tie the knot. That's all. If, as you say, I was so obsessed with my sister, don't you think I would have done something about it a long time ago?
Well, I guess.
What if I did make a fuss and tried to take my sister away from Carl? I can just see you getting all upset with me about hurting your precious brother, right?
Yeah, well, I can't imagine anybody disliking my brother.
Are you starting to realize what you're saying? Everything you're saying is contradictory.
Huh?
You say I would probably be really jealous if someone took my sister away from me. You also say you can't imagine anybody disliking your brother. So which is it? Do you want me to be friends with Carl, or do you want me to hate him? Which is it?
Well, I'm just saying.
And another thing. I consider Carl more than a brother. A true friend. So I'm happy for them. And hope they have a good life together.
But that's...
About my sister marrying. I'm happy for her, but it's her life. She can do how she pleases. But I do know this. I don't want anything to do with someone who would marry me just to get her brother back.
But why?
You figured if you married me, you would never be separated from your brother, am I right? Well, it's all for nothing, actually. I'm already married.
Huh?
I got married earlier this year.
You're not serious. Wait a second. What about me? What happens to me? How am I gonna find out where my brother is? At least have him meet me so we can talk. I'll head over to your place right away.
Not sure that's possible. I moved out of state. With the whole family.
What? Where?
Anyways, I already rejected your proposal, so no need to meet anymore, right? See ya!
Please, wait just a sec.
Bye-bye. Gonna block you. After learning of Pam's abnormal obsession and relentless pestering of Michelle, Carl was furious. My sister took all the evidence she had and showed it to Pam's parents. Pam's parents were very fond of Michelle and liked Carl. They were infuriated with her actions. But Pam, being Pam, felt no remorse for what she did and was eventually kicked out of the house. Pam had quit her job and lived life as what's called a NEET, and after bunking with various friends, she eventually met some guy and started living with him. Turns out the guy was actually married, just living away from home temporarily due to his job or something. After that, all I heard was she got deeply into debt and started working the nightlife, if you know what I mean. As for Carl and Michelle, yep, happily married, and as was their longtime dream, working and living overseas. Last I heard, they were having a great time over there.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.